All right, so we're back. Yeah, we're gonna try out the next one. Let's see what we can do here. Um, I don't know who to do first. I kind of want to do this one first, just because there hasn't been a lot of usage for Lucia since I got her. So let's just try her out and see how this turns out. Is her build? So this is. I'm checking to see if hopefully it's. This looks pretty accurate. Yeah, this is the Yixuan build. Um, I don't know why I'm looking at that, but these are her skills. Did I? I did. I gave it to her, so she's all maxed out. Pretty cool. This is her gear. Not bad. We're running trigger because Dialin is going with Yexing Wong, and if it's between trigger and what's her name? Trigger and Pulchra, Trigger's just going to be a little better. Specifically, the way since I invested into the M1 for Trigger, 20% extra means a 55% damage buff the entire match. And she just shoots a lot faster, meaning you build up more days more quickly. Because her second ability isn't working doesn't work in this team, the extra days we get from this isn't being utilized. So I'm giving her an extra like 18% impact, and obviously the defense shred from this doesn't mean anything. Because these stats don't mean anything and the crit rate isn't being turned into days, the crit rate also doesn't mean a whole lot. So it's okay to drop the crit rate and just go with this. Now, I mean, she could do a little more damage, but again, because she's not with Sambi and Sambi's not funneling a bunch of damage into her, Trigger herself is going to do a whole lot of damage. So she's better just have her as a stun bot. Which ideally I'd probably swap these out for impact set or something. Which I guess I could do. Does there anything? Let's see. Do I have any impact? I guess we'll just do this. Again, her damage isn't going to mean anything, so we're just going to give her a little more impact and go from there. There we go. So she's got like 186 impact. So yeah, this is her gear. Again, I'm just not going to swap these off. You could probably get something better. Like if you just go straight into attack and not worry about crit chance, it'll probably be better. But you have to have at least 55 for the set to work. And yeah, I think her off-field attacks, like when she's off-field, when you're using Yixuan, your main, and then she's off-field shooting her little bolts or whatever, those count as basic attacks, I'm pretty sure. So this should apply. Whether that's true or not, I don't know. You guys can correct me on that. I remember reading that. It might have been updated. It might have been changed. It might not have been accurate to begin with. So I'm not sure. So yeah, that's that. This is Lucia. Lucia is like one flat HP roll away from being 24k, which is what you want her to be to max out her stats. So I'm just gonna sit on her on this much because she's close to the limit anyway. That's not that big a deal. Her skills, I just upgraded these two. I might need to upgrade this one. Yeah, I might have to do that one at some point. For now, she's on a two-piece Yunque Tails. Like you can see this one. If I find another one with an HP plus 2, I don't know if you can have flat HP on this. Let's go. Yeah, I just realized that. I don't think you can have flat HP on a one piece. Okay, well I have to figure something else out. But anyway, we're so close to getting the max whatever that it's not that big a deal. It's not worth worrying about. I need an HP plus 3. I don't think I'm gonna find that. Anyway, I figured it would be easier to get one because I was like, oh, I have to get a flat HP roll. That's not that big a deal. We just have to make up for somewhere else. So if I got another flat HP roll here, or actually just got a full percentage, that'd be better, right? So just somewhere here, I need to get one more roll of HP, and that's all. Like maybe here or whatever. I don't know. It doesn't really matter. But this is her build. Just get as much HP as you can. I like energy regen, so I went energy regen up here, and this piece ended up being amazing for that. So there you go. And then obviously I pulled her weapon from the ticket, so we finally got that complete. She used to just run Weeping Cradle, but this makes it a lot easier. It gives the whole team 15%, 25% damage and 15% HP. That only really affects her and Yixuan. But yeah, so let's just get in here and see what this boss... It's been a while since I fought this guy, I think. I don't keep track of the rotations, but I feel like I haven't seen this guy in a decent while. So let's see how he does. Or she, I think it says... Who am I fighting? Yeah, I think it's the priest one, yeah. Oh, this is bad. I didn't mean to stun her. I wasn't paying attention. We're just gonna cancel it with an ult and we'll swap over into. That's the other reason you can't use Polka, because you need a chain. Get a chain block here. It's a waste of my time. I'm just gonna hit her with the ult.
Are one with the wind.
I'm gonna come in a little suboptimal because obviously we failed that the chain cancel last time. We're just stunned with Yixuan, which is not a good. It's not what you want.
Adjusting for wind. Sniper's Creed. One shot, one kill.
Ah, are you serious? Did you guys watch that? You guys saw that. I tried everything I could to try to get it with her, and it didn't let me. It only triggered the stun when I did it with the. That didn't go as cleanly as I would have wanted it to, but whatever, we did it. It's not that big a deal. 21. I'm curious. I'm waiting to see, honestly, what the what it'll look like when what's her name? When Kaleda gets her buff, because it would be kind of fun to try this with Kaleda. I mean, we can do it right now anyway, but I'm probably not gonna go back in. There's a lot of, you guys saw there's a lot of inefficiency, a lot of whatever, but just the fact that it's Yixuan, she can carry you through it pretty well. There's not a whole lot to fix in terms of like whatever. Just gotta make sure you get your stun windows properly aligned. You don't miss out on Yixuan's chain attacks, because everyone else's chain attacks are a waste. Like Lucia doesn't do anything, and obviously Trigger doesn't do anything. So having two Yixuan chain attacks really boosts your damage, but it's not gonna boost it enough to make like a huge difference. I'm not gonna hit 40k, right? I think if I played a little tighter, we'd probably hit 35, but you know, we're overkilling considering 20 is all you need, right? So it is what it is. But yeah, there's that. Like I said, I do find like Kaleda is a lot of fun to use. I always enjoy using Kaleda. Just meta wise, I have too many other units to be using someone like her currently. Yeah, she's decently well built. Obviously, I could just swap off Dylan's weapon and throw it on. Or it's actually her weapon, but Dylan's using it because she makes better use of it than she does. But yeah, I'm not sure how they would improve her. The double chain attack thing is kind of funny because this is one of the first times I think that the game really is designed around teaching you the chain attack cancel. Because in order to get both of these right, let's see. So yeah, in order to get both of these, when the explosion from whatever her EX special hits and applies a debuff to the target, that debuff means that while it's stunned during that stun window, they take 35% more chain damage. And it says you can stack it up to 2 times, but you can only chain attack once if you're not chain canceling. So the game, I imagine this was back in Gen 1. It was probably trying to implement that like idea where you swap into her EX special, stun them. Whoever comes in comes in. In this case, it's Yixuan. She like does her chain attack. You cancel it, swap back into Kaleda. Hopefully by then you have her EX special up again because you had enough energy saved up, and hypothetically you have her where is it? Her M2, where she gains energy when she does the EX special. So then you just get 2 EX specials in a row, 2 chain attacks in a row, and now the first one's boosted by 35 and the second one's boosted by 70, right? So she's pretty good, but again, that's all she does. Like her only buff is that she can stun really quickly, and she gives you a 35% damage buff on your chain attack, and then a 70% damage buff on the second chain attack. But that doesn't mean anything considering the fact that like Dial In stuns faster than she does, and she also gives the entire team 40% damage buff, and she also gives you a free cheated ult. So I don't know. It's just it's interesting. Like I'm not sure how they could make Kaleda compete with any of that, which they're not going to because they don't have to. It's not like that's not what I'm asking for. It's just it's hard to justify using Kaleda despite her being super fun to use. I just like her simplicity. All she does is she blocks and she EX specials and then she leaves. Like there's no other part of her kit. But in the little bits that she does, she impacts quite a lot. So all her blocks, all her EX specials, they inflict a lot of days. So I like the big I like the trade-off of doing a lot of days for relatively little, right? Obviously, Trigger is the same way. Like most of these stunners, the same way. Where like Trigger comes in, shoots her 4 blasts, and then leaves, and that's a little bit of work for like the constant stunning effect that she has for the whole match, right? But anyway, it is what it is. So that's that. Next one, we finally got the Thrall here. We'll see how this goes. Hopefully, I can get a decent score on this. My Yexing Wong build has been kind of improving lately, so we'll see how that goes. Anyway, see you guys in the next one.